What if you can make a full price offer on a house and have the seller pay money to lower your monthly mortgage interest rate? Sound too good to be true? Well, it's not. It's definitely a strategy we're worth looking at for buyers, sellers, and agents. We all know there's a lot of uncertainty and volatility in the market right now. Inflation and interest rates are on the rise and putting pressure on everybody. But before you give up the idea of buying or even selling a home right now, let's look at a strategy that can be really a win-win for everybody. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with it's called a total cost analysis we just built out. And I want to share this. And what I've done here is I've broken down really four options. So in this case, it was like $499 purchase price, kind of plain vanilla loan with 20% down. Unfortunately, right now rates are in that 7% range. Of course, they'll vary based on credit score, down payment. This was primary residence without paying any points, kind of plain vanilla. And when we priced it out on the 31st. Now, what we're looking at here is kind of your standard loan. This is in column 1. And then we compared it to, in column 2, we compared it to a 3% buy down, just a permanent buy down. Just as your plain vanilla paying points to buy down the interest rate. So if you paid points to buy down the interest rate, and what that would look like. So that would save about $232 a month, and that's a permanent buy down. So the rate would be a 30-year fix staying there. Now, what we're looking at here is if the seller paid the closing costs, so that would help your cash to close. So seller pays a permanent buy down, that's great. The problem is that what if we do believe that rates are looking like they should be going down in the future based on other projections. One projection is Fannie Mae is talking about rates coming down in the future, and whether this is going to be coming together or not. I come from the time of the subprime world, both professionally and personally. So I always look at making sure we have stability. These programs, the buy down programs, you have to qualify at the qualifying rate, and you still have to qualify for the loan, which is great. So keep that in mind. So this one here is the seller permanent buy down. Now, what I've compared to on this is a temporary buy down. So there are 2-1 and 3-1, 3-2-1 temporary buy downs where we can get seller credits to temporarily buy down the rate below the market rate. And the 2-1 buy down, you'd start 2% below the market rate. So you'd start at 5.49 in this case study, and then you go to 6.49. Then you go for the final, you go up to the going market rate. Now, the cool thing about this is you can do a 3-2-1 buy down, and it does cost a little bit more to the seller to negotiate this. But if we can negotiate this rather than a price decrease, if we can negotiate a credit to help your payment, you can get a significantly lower payment here. And your interest rate would start off 3% below the market rate. So first year would be 4.49, second year would be 5.49, and then it would go up to 6.49, and then finally land at the going market rate. Again, that can vary based on the market and when you lock in. But what I like about this is really a couple strategies we're using this for. One strategy is young professionals that know that their income's going up, and if they can get in, they have to qualify at the higher payment. But if they can get in at the lower payment, then they know that their income's going up down the road, whether they're going to school or it's they're in healthcare, they just finished up school and their income's ratcheting up. Or let's say a spouse is going back to work in a couple of years and they know they're going to have an extra chunk of money for the income, but they want to get into a house or need to get into a house now. The other scenario I just use this for is for somebody that is kind of a hybrid of retirement, that's going into retirement, but they don't really want to pull a bunch of money out of their 401k because of the market, but they're also not required to pull it out. So what they're going to do is they're going to get into something for a short time because they know they have additional draws of pensions and 401k required draws in about 2.5 years. So the 3-2-1 buy down is perfect for them because they get their foot in the door, have a lower payment. They know they can qualify because they already qualify. That's a requirement of the loan. They qualify for that, the market rate and the higher payment. But then once their pension kicks in, that's when they can use the additional money. So I just wanted to jump on here, share this with everybody while it was on my mind, and I hope it's relevant. If you have any questions on seller buy downs or any of the details on this, we'd love to schedule a mortgage strategy call. Go to mortgagestrategycall.com or send us a message or give us a call or text at 480-553-8770. Again, that's 480-553-8770. And we'd be honored to help. I know there's a lot of questions on this. So again, jump in there and we're honored to help. Have a great one. Thanks for watching. Bye.